What if I told you that one of Hollywood's most glamorous icons, a woman who once captivated the world with her beauty and charm, died alone, penniless, and almost forgotten? Veronica Lake, the legendary star of the 1940s, was adored for her signature, peek-foo, hairstyle and unforgettable performances on screen. But behind the dazzling image of a femme fatale was a woman haunted by personal struggles, destructive choices, and heartbreaking misfortune. Her story isn't just tragic, it's even sadder than we ever imagined. Veronica Lake was born Constance Frances Marie Ockelman in Brooklyn in 1922. By her late teens, she had already begun working in Hollywood, where her stunning looks and natural charisma set her apart. It wasn't long before she became one of the most sought-after actresses of the 1940s. With films like This Gun for Hire and The Blue Dahlia, Lake quickly became a household name, embodying the mysterious and alluring femme fatale that audiences couldn't resist. But as dazzling as her career looked from the outside, Lake's personal life was already beginning to unravel. Fame came fast, and with it came pressure, constant scrutiny, and the pitfalls of Hollywood excess. Though she was praised for her beauty, she often struggled with being typecast, and producers valued her image more than her acting. Privately, she wrestled with mental health issues, erratic behavior, and a growing dependency on alcohol. Her marriages only added to the turmoil. Veronica Lake married 4 times, and each union was marked by instability, conflict, or heartbreak. She had children, but her personal struggles and chaotic lifestyle often strained her relationships. By the late 1940s, the golden glow of her career began to dim. Roles became fewer, her reputation in the industry suffered, and her drinking increasingly overshadowed her once bright talent. Hollywood, brutal as always, quickly moved on to the next rising star. By the 1950s, Veronica Lake's life had taken a devastating turn. Once one of the highest-paid and most glamorous actresses in the world, she was now struggling financially and emotionally. She drifted in and out of small projects, often reduced to working low-profile jobs to support herself. At one point, she even worked as a waitress in New York, a shocking contrast to the stardom she once enjoyed. Fans who recognized her were stunned to see the former screen goddess living such a drastically different life. Alcohol became her constant companion, and her health suffered severely as a result. Lake's beauty, once her greatest asset, faded under the weight of addiction and hardship. She attempted several comebacks, but none could reignite the magic of her earlier years. Hollywood had already turned its back, leaving her to navigate the wreckage of fame alone. In 1973, tragedy struck its final blow. Veronica Lake died from acute hepatitis and kidney failure at the age of 50, the result of years of heavy drinking and neglect. She passed away in relative obscurity, far removed from the glamour of her heyday. What made her death even more heartbreaking was the fact that she was practically destitute. Once adored by millions, she died alone, far from the spotlight that had once defined her life. The tragedy of Veronica Lake isn't just about a fallen Hollywood star. It's about the devastating cost of fame, the cruelty of an industry that builds legends only to discard them, and the painful reality of a woman who never found lasting happiness. Her story is a stark reminder that behind the dazzling lights of Hollywood often lies darkness, loneliness, and unfulfilled dreams. Today, Veronica Lake is remembered as one of the most iconic actresses of the 1940s, her image immortalized in classic films and unforgettable photographs. But her tragic fall from grace remains one of the saddest stories in Hollywood history, proving that fame, no matter how bright, can burn out far too soon.